Hello, good morning. My name is Sagar Dulal, and today I'm going to give you presentations about the Singlas Hotel Project Plan. And without any further delay, let us go through it. I'll just check if my camera is working. Uh, yeah, that's all good. That's all for today. So, the Singlas Hotel is the rapidly evolving with technological advancement in enhancing guest experience using digital solutions. Singlas Hotel. It's located under Fort Worth, Texas, and this is the first digital hotel under the autograph collections of the Marriott. And so basically, what the single hotel has done is like transformed all of its key functionalities into the digitized, and it has digitized all of it so that it has been possible to meet the requirement of every kinds of users or the guest is according to who wants like a certain kinds of experience while staying on that industry, so while staying under that hotel. So if somebody were to like different forms of entertainment or different forms of movies, games, and any kinds of things, it has also made them possible to tailor according to the needs. And also it has used the different kinds of systems like IoT devices, the sensors, the lights, and facial recognitions, the voice recognitions, and these kinds of things like are used by this hotel so that it has made a new impact. It has made a new impact onto the people's life who have never had this kinds of experience. Wherever they go to, like whenever they have the other industries or other hotels that they have booked and lived with, like. So it has given a users new kind of experience, and that kind of experience is very demanding, and it is more demanding especially for the technological peoples who are like a little bit onto the most of the technologies. They are most infatuated by it, and it has improved the operational efficiency through automations and a foster hospitality experience the same. They have competitive advantage in the market, increase brand reputations and customer loyalty. And because of this digitalized automations of fully digitalized systems, it has increased, like it has become a gained a competitive advantage in the market that people are looking forward to it. They are uh, trying to know more and more about it, and this has increased the brand reputations and also has increased a tremendous numbers of customer base and increased the loyalty, so that people come back to them again and again and again because they do not have any kinds of hectic experiences in there. And that has been able to maintain the customer loyalty for them to come back and gain new kind of experience every time they come here. So the project is scope. So the first is the functional requirement. The IoT enabled rooms. This means like the sensors, the fans, the ACs, whatever it is there. So any kinds of a digitalized forms like the televisions, like the heaters, or all of them are operated through the Internet of Technologies. And because of this, it has been very easier to access all of the things, and this is one kind of a new experience since everything is digitalized in the room. So no touch checking on checkouts. People do not have to go to the hectic experience of a booking, going to the staff, checking in, checking out, grabbing the keys, going to the rooms. All this kinds of a process becomes hectic to more of the people now because of the voice recognition, because of the facial recognitions, because of the like a person recognition. So these are kinds of the systems that has been used and has tremendously advanced, so that people do not even have to like worry about these kinds of things. Oh, my time is finishing up. My time is how much time is left here for me to stay onto the room if they want to go and check out of the same day. So like that kind of things. They do not need to worry about that kind of thing. Similarly, the personalized environment, entertainment. Some of the users may like the gaming one, some may like the movies one, some may like these kinds of things, some may like the spas or the gyms, whatever the environment that is favorable for them. It has tried to fulfill any kinds of a personalized guest entertainment. And mobile ordering for amenities and services, and for different kinds of services, if they want for the foods and other kinds of services, then they can simply order them. And the non-functional requirement, the major non-functional requirement will be the data privacy, because the any kinds of people do not want to give out their information easily to others, and their data must be they must have intrinsic safety for so that safety that the data is not being breached and is being protected at any cost. So data privacy is one of the major things, like where they live, what kind of addresses, their payment systems, and all these kinds of things. And because of the tremendous cyber attacks that has been happening, this is the very key essential things in this current digitalized world. So this has always been an issue in whatever systems that is being developed. That a major important factor must always be the data privacy. And the second is the user friendly interface. Everything is just user friendly in the sense, like people can easily access to it, and there is no kinds of any kinds of distortion at all. So everything becomes a user friendly interface. Also, and accessibility standard to all the guests. If different kinds of people have different kinds of requirements, different kinds of ideas, different kinds of technological knowledge and the labels. Like some might not get adapted to it very quickly. So there's standards for every kinds of a guest. High availability of digital services, like I already mentioned. Everything, most of the things has been turned into and digitizations, and this has been rapid technological development. So what are the scope risk? The first is the potential integration challenges. So first of all, if it is like any kinds of a flexibility or functions or any kinds of a new systems that has to be added, it is a tremendously complex thing to add integrated new systems. And just not because like the whole systems must be changed, or these kinds of issues might persist, or even if the systems might have changed and the integration happened successfully. Because while integrating, it is a major crucial factor that must be undertaken. uh, while integrating any new things into existing systems, it must be done into the such a way that none of the system that is currently working must be impacted by that at all. So it has to be done rather in a swift manner, and that is also one of the challenges and the complex things. And the second thing is resistance to change from the guest and staffs. Like the guest and the staffs, especially like if they are accustomed to some kinds of environment, some kinds of things, that they are already knowledgeable towards it, and suddenly changing the kinds of system they use, then that might be a little bit of a change and hectic. And measure up it can be migrated by giving the trainings and all the kinds of things to the staffs. But in terms of the guest, like this might be a little bit different kinds of experience for it. It might be a little bit hard, and the resistance might arise from them. And unforeseen technological changes, different kinds of technological changes might arise with the times, since it is rapidly evolving and advancing. So because of this unforeseen technological changes, new things, like the old things must be sometimes it becomes like the old things must be swiped out and the new things must be placed to adjust with it. So if there is such kind of a technological changes, then it is also one of the scope risk, because all of the system is based upon the one logical ideas, and moved on that directions to proceed forward and forward and forward, and to make it better and better. And if some thing suddenly comes, or something, there is a rapid development onto a certainly, or onto like a different kind of a scale, then with a different kind of ideas, then changing to that might be a little bit uh, it becomes a little bit of a risk for that one. So for this project management approach, agile methodology is used, and this is only the best methodology that can be able to be used on these kinds of a projects, because it allows for the iterative development and the flexibility. The development must be iterative and must be flexible, and it has to be continuous, and it must, like every time something happens, then it must be continuously changed. They must take the feedbacks from the users, the stars of what is the problems, and onto the frequent iterations that it has to be fixed. And there must be like the constant communications and collaborations between all the peoples. So since it has like a tremendously high level of uncertainty, that anything that has been developed till now is the best, and is the highest form, and it is always rapidly moving forward to becoming better and better and better and better without any kinds of a concrete goal. So this approach, agile methodology, is the one of the best approaches to use for this one. So For the technological choices, some solutions based on the clouds, like clouds can be used to AWS Azure GCP for the scaling and work flexibility, and also the cross-platform devices, because people might be using different kinds of technological device. They might be using, they might be in, they might have like. Mm, they might be in touch of different technological kinds of devices. So cross-platform network frameworks are tremendously essential. Uh, so yeah, that is one of the reasons. And integrating with APIs, different service providers such as payment processors, entertainment, and solutions, among others. And smart home specific IoT gadgets and sensors, and various kinds of smart rooms, IoT gadgets and sensors. So from each and everything will be used, and use of AI slash ML, artificial intelligence, and machine learning algorithms. So this can be used to enhance further for the like voice recognition, for the facial recognitions, for any kinds of systems that they use, or for the payment processing, or payment based on the things that they use, or whatever kinds of a system that they use. It must have some kinds of recognitions, and for that the AI and ML algorithms are tremendously essential. So so it has given a competitive advantage onto the like the for the client and the guest, because it's an exciting thing, even from my own perspective, exciting thing, as an person who is like infatuated with the technology and digitization. So to see such kinds of things growing onto a rapid scale, say it is like an innovative approach, and there are lots of people who have this kinds of a sense and waiting for the best technological advancement, being onto the gaming or these kinds of things, or characters or animations, or even the hotel industry. So it has formulated or tremendously new ideas, and embedded all of the things that was growing out into the outside things, one by one, and like use this onto the hospitality industry too. So this is one of the major advantage, and because of this, it has gained a significant marketing positions and competitive advantage among all of the other clients, other hotels. So growth potential, the use of innovative technologies places singular at advantage point of revolutionizing the industries, hence have the great prospects in expanding market share. So this has also, because of this whole system, it has also a tremendous high impact on expanding it more further. So the graphical presentation of is its milestones and their interrelationship. The key milestones are like this to form the Gantt chart or the timelines that can be developed and in order to build up the systems. So the key milestones are like these are the iterative process, and the requirement gathering must be done, analysis, design, development, iteration testing, system integration testing, training and implementations. An approximate time duration for every kinds of steps must have approximate time kinds of durations, and it's going to repeat it forward, and pushable strategies for managing the risk. And if some kinds of risk happens onto the way, then it must be like undertaken and effectively effectively challenged, and effectively solved at the time. So from all of this, we can just conclude that it is a transformative digital experience, because all the kinds of things are digitalized. So things that is to be looked forward to, and it is a sustainable and scalable approach, because it has used all of the technologies that is being currently being used, and which has already been sustainable enough, that is being used onto this current scenario. So it's an rather growing incremental slow approach, so for the betterment, so it is sustainable, and it's a technological leadership into the hospitality industry. Yeah, because of it, it has gained a massive advantage over it. The smart home ecosystems in which the every kinds of things are like turned onto the ecosystem. So personalized guest experience, like the people who have different kinds of experience, who wants different kinds of experience, they can have it all under the same roof. So yep, thank you for listening to these presentations, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.